put him into his new home. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hey, look at him, he's huge. He was in a 20-gallon tank. Can you believe that? This is where things get interesting and may start a little controversy for my channel. They will literally just eat the food out of my hands. And now it is time to... So check with your city before you start doing stuff like that.
Hana Hui A Maui.
Aloha, my ohana. It is your boy, the Hawaiian fish keeper. And I'm out in the backyard just enjoying the whole Tiki Falls experience. As you can see from this angle, she looks great. So here is the back side of Tiki Falls. As you can see, pond is still crystal clear. I mean, you can actually see the fish from here. But not only that though, we are approaching fall and the plants are still gorgeous. Look at that. We got the big taro growing in there. We got the asparagus. I mean, I don't know what to say. The yellow canna, the tropical canna. It just looks like paradise from the backside. Now, if you're new to the channel, let me be the first to welcome you with a nice big aloha. But not only that though, as I was going through my YouTube analytics, like most of us YouTube creators do, I realized a huge percentage of you guys that watch my videos are not even subscribed. Yeah, you see that percentage? That's horrible. So why don't you do me a favor? Be a part of the ohana. It doesn't cost you a thing. Not a dime. Hit that subscribe button, and next to that subscribe button is a little bell. Click that bell, turn it on. It's just gonna notify you when I upload a new video. That's it. And then you're part of the ohana, and then you can come on all these journeys with me. Let's go. So right behind me is Tiki Falls 3.0. I just can't get enough of it. And I know a lot of you guys are always wanting updates on it. Nothing new. It's looking great. I'll show you guys from the front. Now, if you're new to the channel, I just added on to Tiki Falls. This used to be the original pond. This is the addition, a little channel that I created so the fish can swim to and from. And this is the new section right here. Over there, I know I don't have a cover, and a couple of you guys have asked, hey, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna leave it open? No, I plan on getting a cover for that. I'm not sure if I wanna do a DIY or if I'm gonna go down to the rock yard and get a nice, beautiful, like flat, maybe flagstone that'll cover that and just kind of blend with the scape. Why don't you guys do me a favor? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys want. Do you guys want me to do a DIY cover to make it look like a rock-ish type cover, or should I go down to that beautiful rock yard that I went to and maybe go through the rock yard again and check out some rocks, because I never really looked at all the rocks out in the yard. So maybe we'll take a trip and do that, and I can show you guys their beautiful ponds and fish that they have there too as well. So I've been doing a lot of thinking and actually doing the addition to Tiki Falls 3.0. This is what I had in mind. All right, so check it, guys. Now, I've been super inspired by my own work with Tiki Falls 3.0, that when I was out front checking out the outdoor water feature. Now, like I said, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys haven't seen out front, I have an outdoor water feature, which I kind of converted into like a mini pond. Another thing too, I want to give a big shout out to all the parents out there who are doing the whole social distancing for school. Man, I know we didn't sign up for this. I know I didn't. It's a little bit different. School's kind of weird right now, but to all you parents out there that have kids at home with laptops, and hey, I feel your pain, all right? Hang in there, guys. It's gonna get better. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Won't you be my neighbor?
Ah, yes. All right, so check it out. I'm going to show you my outdoor water feature, how it's converted into like a little mini pond. It sits right outside my front window here outside of the house. And as you come up to it and you look inside, it is filled with lionhead goldfish. I have some lionhead goldfish in here as well as some metallic gold barbs. Kind of a bad reflection right here, but you can kind of see, here's a big lionhead. He's the biggest one. I've had him the longest. It is outdoors and it does get kind of cold out here. These guys have gone through a full season out here in the outdoor water feature, which out here in Northern California, it can get down to the low 40s, you know? So I just keep this heater in here for them. Here you go. As you can see, I got my metallic gold barbs, which will literally, these fish will eat out of my hand. I've been working with these guys for, I don't know, like a couple years now. Now I have 5 metallic gold barbs. As you can see them, they will literally just eat the food out of my hands, which is flake food. And if those of you guys that know, metallic gold barbs are super skittish fish. And they're kind of OGs. I've had these guys for, man, going on 2 years. And they've been through many seasons out here in the cold weather. I do have, like I said, that heater, which I pretty much just run full blast in here for them. But yeah, they're kind of the OGs out here in the outdoor water feature. You can see there's a big dirty sponge. I don't know if you guys can see that sponge there from this angle. Anyways, that is where the water goes in. There's a pump that sits down at the base of this, and it sucks the water up through the top. There's a PVC pipe right here. I added another sponge on top of that and have this rock on top of the sponge just to hold the sponge down. So up top here is pretty much my main filtration system, all right? I have irises here. Now, I had to cut these irises way back and start pretty much over again. So if you look at it here, I'm gonna actually show you a little video of what it looks like during spring when they actually bloom. Check it out, big difference.
So this was about 5 months ago. You can see how beautiful, full, and lush this plant gets. Look at the flowers, deep purple, yellow. When it's in full effect, it's like I have a beautiful like bouquet of flowers outside of my house. It's beautiful.
Now with the plant sucking out the nitrates, helping with the filtration, I also have a ton of lava rock. As you can see, this whole top layer is pretty much full of lava rock, which just holds so much beneficial bacteria. Within each one of these pieces, a ton of beneficial bacteria colonizes on each one of these rocks. And as you can see, I always have beneficial bacteria ready to go if I ever need it. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so with all that being said, I'm gonna flip the camera around and explain what I want to do to the outdoor water feature. Okay guys, so here's the plan. We're gonna completely unplug this. We're gonna set this over there, just off to the side. Now I have this nice clean slate to work with. All these rocks will be cleared out. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna dig a hole about 2 feet deep. That is the maximum depth that I can actually dig for the front yard. I went over to the city, can't be deeper than 2 feet, okay? So check with your city before you start doing stuff like that. Now, I'm gonna dig it about, maybe about 2 feet bigger than this square, okay? You see this square? So I'm gonna give this a lot more gallons. I'm gonna dig it about that big around, okay? So I don't know, I haven't really measured it. This is about 3.5 feet long here, this way. So I might take it, you know, maybe 6.5 feet. So maybe it'll come up to about there. So we're gonna make a bigger square, more gallons for this fish. Now, this little frame here, I'm gonna get rid of. It's a goner. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that basin and stick it down in the middle of the square, I guess you can call it a pond, which I'm gonna line it with pond liner. We're gonna take the basin and take that and set it inside there because it's gonna hold this little water feature. I like this thing. This is what pretty much aerates the water. As you can see, the water drips down and it's going to aerate the water for the fish. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I don't know if you guys can visualize that, but I'm going to take that basin, just set it down in the actual square that I dig a little bit deeper, right? So it's going to drop down about, you know, give or take 1.5 to 2 feet deep. And that will sit on its little, like, it has like a little support frame right here. So I think it would look really cool. Plus it will give more gallons for the fish out here. So that was my vision. I wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, I got inspired doing Tiki Falls in the backyard. I was like, man, I gotta do something for the front yard here because, I don't know, this is really cool and everything, but you know, the evaporation with water, and not only that, when the water trickles and hits the water, it splashes out. So I'm always constantly, like maybe 3 days, checking the water, filling it up and whatnot. So this way the splash won't splash out, it'll just splash in the existing pond because it's going to be a lot wider. So that is the plan, guys. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. And speaking of comments below, why don't you give this video a big like too, all right, guys? I appreciate it. Now, this is where things get interesting and may start a little controversy for my channel. Let me explain. All right, guys, so check it out. Now, I don't mean to start up any controversy, but I have 2 fish that became, I don't want to say became, that are some of your guys' favorite on this channel. Now, I'm not talking about Maui or Moana. I'm talking about these 2.
But let me tell you about my best friend.
Yes, that is Rob and Big, my huge, big, long tail or veil tail or whatever you want to call them, Oscar, and my gold gourami. Now the history with them is I rescued them from a 20-gallon tank. At first I thought I was just gonna rescue an Oscar, and then when I got there, I realized there was a gold gourami in there with them. Yeah, a gold gourami and an Oscar. They just don't mix, right? So it made them very unique, and the previous owner was moving to the East Coast, and he just needed a good home for him. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna give him a good home. Should I keep them together? He said, yeah, definitely, because they're buddies. So it was really odd. Like I said, I've always called them YouTube's odd couple, and they've actually became a channel favorite here. So I'm gonna introduce you guys to Rob and Big, and look who's here to greet us. There he is. This is Big. He's my huge long-tail Oscar. He's beautiful. Let me get you this side angle here. Yes, this is Big. Look at him. He's huge. He was in a 20-gallon tank. Can you believe that? But anyways, we upgraded to a 60-gallon tank. This is a 60, but I do have plans for him. That's why I'm making this video. Now, as you can see, Big's there. Where is Rob? We're looking for Rob. And if you come around here, Rob is back here. You see him back there? My little gold gourami, there he is. Now, you know, it's not very healthy and it's not very normal for a fish to be back here. I don't know if, you know, Big is going after him. I don't really ever see Big go after him. I get mixed emotions, you know, it's like a 50-50. I would say half of you guys are like, yes, take Rob out. The other half is like, no, leave Rob in. Rob and Big, I love it. Keep them together. As much as I want to keep them together, guys. Now, my concern and priority is always the safety of the fish. I want my fish just to live happy and healthy lives. This isn't healthy for a gourami to be hiding behind a plant. Now, he's been recently doing it within the last maybe month or so, and it's just odd. It's just not his character. He's usually out. I mean, gouramis are like kind of top to mid swimmers, and he's always down behind the bush. I don't know if he feels a vibe of Big. I don't know what the deal is, but it just recently started. Now, I hate to break these guys up because I got them like this, and they've been together for at least, it's been over a year, almost 2 years from the previous owner, from what he told me. So I'm kind of breaking up a friendship in a way, but I'm also giving Rob, the gold gourami, a better life, more of his own tank just about. And I apologize, especially to my boy Dennis, because he loves these two fish together, always wants me to keep them together, and I have been for the most part, but I just noticed there was some type of change, and I don't want you guys to freak out. Oh my God, 60 gallons, that fish is way too small. I know, right? I got plans, guys. That's why I'm making these moves too as well. It's gonna all fall into place, and you'll see why. As you can see, Rob has yet to come out behind that plant. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna net him, we're gonna introduce him to the 38-gallon tank and see how he gets along with the Paradise Gourami. There's a lot of room in there for them both, so I think he'll be fine. And yeah, you know what? For those of you guys that are new to the channel, we're gonna run some old school B-roll on Rob and Big. You guys are gonna love it, so enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed that footage, and now it is time to rescue Rob. All right, let's see if we can do this swift and easy. So he's down here in the corner. There he goes. Let's see if we can chase him out. Come on, there we go, Rob. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. No, no, no. Go this way. No, no, no. There we go. Big net. There we go. We got him pretty easy there. All right, so let's move him around this side, and now we can kind of view him a little bit. And as you can see, beautiful gold gourami. He's gonna love his new little house, so let's go ahead and take him there. All right, so as you can see, I got Rob here in the net at the top of the tank. He's fine, he's doing great. The water temperature is identical to the other tank that he's going into, so we don't have to worry about acclimating him to the tank. So he's gonna be good. We're gonna do this in one swift move, make it as easy and stress-free as possible for Rob. So you ready? Here we go. Up, he's gonna kick around over the towel that I have here. He's looking good, and we're going straight in. We're gonna slowly put him into his new home, and there he goes. So as you can see, Rob is just loving this tank. He's kind of getting acquainted to his surroundings. As you can see, this is my 38-gallon tank that I scaped. Plants are from Elite Cichlids, some of the best artificial plants that you can buy, in my opinion, for the aquarium hobby. And you can see the Blue Paradise Gourami is kind of doing his thing. Yeah, it's just nice to see Rob in a better setting, you know. I hardly got to see him in the big tank out there with Big, but it's nice to see him just being a gourami. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of weird too. I did put some freeze-dried bloodworms in here, and just to kind of get these guys acquainted a little bit better. But I gotta definitely keep my eye on the Blue Paradise Gourami. He's beautiful though. Just got to keep my eye on him because he is kind of an aggressive one. But yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted and updated on Rob on how he's doing in this tank. So check it. For those of you that were huge fans of Rob and Big on the channel, I apologize. It's just something that I needed to do. As you guys both know at home, as much as we wanted them to be together, it just needed to be that way. As you can see, Rob is doing great in the new 38-gallon tank that he's just loving and being a gourami again. It's kind of nice instead of him hiding behind this bush all the time. And he would only come out when, you know, I would feed Big or something like that, and he would just pick up all the scraps. But this way, now he can be a real fish again. So I feel, in my heart, I feel good. I do feel a little sad. Like I said, it's a bittersweet that I separated these two guys, and they've been with each other for like over 2 years. I will leave a link in the description down below if you want to see the fish rescue on these two. It was an interesting rescue, let me just tell you. And it was weird that they were in a 20-gallon tank. It was just really odd. Remember, guys, if you're going to get an Oscar, they get big, and they get big really fast. So make sure you have the right size tank for your Oscar. Stay tuned, guys. You don't want to miss episodes on Big. I do have some really big plans in the making for this tank here and him and maybe some tank buddies. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys on the next video. Much love and aloha.
Hana Hui A Maui.